Hi everyone, it's Cindy with Create with Cindy's Creations, here for another tutorial with you to just inspire you to create something that you have in your home, or purchase something such as this box or whatever, and just embellish it up really nice. This is a box, and I really don't, well, I got it from Dollar General, sorry about that. Just opens up. You can put trinkets. You can actually embellish the inside if you want to and put anything in it. It did come with this flower on here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this napkin, and I did take it down to just one ply. So here's the napkin, and we're going to put that, just take a pressure on the top. I think it's going to end up being really cute. And here's what I'm using for my decoupage medium or glue. You can use Elmer's glue, a glue of your choice, but I like this Pink Couture. It's a matte finish, but I like to use that. We're just going to put it on here on the top. I am going to dry it, and then we're going to heat press the napkin on here. So it turns out really nice, and that's not, it won't get wrinkled or anything. Now on top of the napkin, if you want to embellish it more by putting stickles on it, or trying to think of other things you could do, buttons, you can add buttons to it. You can add a tag to it. You can add a lot of things. I'm just making sure I have the Mod Podge all the way to the edges, because we definitely need to have it all the way so it will adhere. Okay, so I have that on here. Let's go ahead and turn my heat press on here. You could use an iron if you want to. We're going to dry this Mod Podge on here, the decoupage medium glue, like I said, whatever you want to use. So let's dry this up real quick. Now that we have it dry, we're going to go ahead and add this napkin on top of here. I think it's really pretty, and it does match the little front that's on here. So let's get this on here. I am going to overlap it a little bit on the front, and then we're going to take our gator tool. Just try and get it on here so I don't have to cut off, tear off too much of it. I'm going to lay it down just with my hands. And then we're going to take and put this on here. Now, isn't that pretty? I would give this to somebody for sure, or use it for myself. So I got, my heat tool is heating up here, so it's going to take me a minute for that. But let's go ahead and cut the excess napkin off over here, because we could use this for something else. We'll just cut a little bit of it off. And like I said, we could put this on something else. But you want to take your napkin down to just one ply. I'm going to turn it around here for a second so I can make sure it's on here pretty much even. And I don't get it crooked. Make sure it's all the way to the edge. See, it's moving on me, which is good, because if you don't get it on perfect, you have a chance to move it. It looks like my heat tool is ready. Okay, so what I've done now, here's our parchment paper. You don't want to iron directly onto the napkin. So let's go ahead and iron this on here. I will take and put a sealer on the top so it won't come off. Sometimes it could get knocked off or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and put this, iron this on here really well. And doing the iron method, since it is a napkin, you will not get any wrinkles, or you shouldn't get any wrinkles on here. So it's going to be a nice, smooth adhesion on here. So let's see. Yeah, I didn't paint the back of it, I mean the top of it first, and that's okay, but you can, if you want it to be brighter, or add some, you can add some paint on it first. So here we go. Here's our little box. I think it's going to be really cute. Let's go ahead and make sure, take our gator tool here and make sure we get this all off of the sides and the back. Now this is a tutorial, so you could embellish this more by adding a decorative trim or something on the back and the sides, or just adding more to it, which would be cute. Okay, let's get the front. I have the around this flower. I didn't take that into consideration. So let's see if I can't get this off with, I guess I should have started at the front. That happens. What do they say? Hindsight's 20/20. Let me get this torn off of here. I did have a little rip here, so let me go ahead and fix that. Okay. Okay, it's on there. A little box. Isn't that cute? With the thing on the top. How neat that is. Like I said, you can add things to it. I think I am going to put a little bit of dark wax or ink. I'm showing you the wrong thing. Our archival ink in a ground espresso. And just embellish the sides a little bit. Like I said, you don't have to do this. That is entirely up to you. Sometimes you're going to give it a little bit of an aged look. Not that it has to be, but just a little bit on the sides and here on the front. Like I said, you can leave it. You can, like I said, add a little bit of dark wax or something like that to it. So there we go. Let me get that off of there. Okay, so now we have our cute little box. Opens up, embellish the inside. And here's our top of it. You, like I said, add anything onto it. I've got this little tag. It's a saying that says the most precious things of life are near at hand. You can put that on top here. Embellish that with that and give it to someone. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment if you like this video, and if you want to see more of my tutorials, I'll be doing some more. But I appreciate you watching, and have a great day. This is Cindy with Create with Cindy's Creations. Bye-bye.